Title: Fugitive Economic Offenders. The Imperative of Repatriation. Introduction. The issue of fugitive economic offenders has garnered significant attention in recent times, highlighting the urgent need to bring these individuals to justice and repatriate the ill-gotten gains they have amassed. These offenders, often involved in large-scale financial frauds and economic crimes, pose a substantial threat to global economies and undermine the principles of justice and accountability. This article explores the detrimental impact of fugitive economic offenders, the challenges involved in their repatriation, and the imperative to ensure their return to face legal consequences. The menace of fugitive economic offenders. Fugitive economic offenders are individuals who flee their home countries to evade legal action, typically after engaging in fraudulent activities that result in substantial financial losses. Their actions have severe repercussions for both national and international economies. A. Economic damage. Fugitive economic offenders cause significant financial harm by siphoning off funds, engaging in money laundering, or orchestrating Ponzi schemes. These activities erode investor confidence, destabilize financial institutions, and impede economic growth. B. Social impact. The consequences of economic crimes perpetrated by fugitive offenders extend beyond monetary losses. Innocent individuals suffer financial ruin, job losses, and the collapse of businesses. Moreover, the resulting social unrest undermines public trust in institutions and the rule of law. The challenge of repatriation, bringing fugitive economic offenders back to their home countries to face legal proceedings, is a complex and challenging process. Several factors contribute to the difficulty of repatriation. A. Jurisdictional obstacles. Fugitives often exploit legal loopholes and jurisdictional differences to evade extradition. They may seek refuge in countries with lenient extradition laws or lack bilateral agreements with the home country, making it arduous to secure their return. B. Legal complexity. Extradition treaties and procedures vary between countries, leading to lengthy legal battles and diplomatic negotiations. The differences in legal systems, evidence requirements, and human rights considerations further complicate the process of repatriation. C. Asset concealment. Fugitive economic offenders often employ sophisticated methods to conceal their ill-gotten assets. They may establish complex offshore structures, transfer funds to multiple jurisdictions, or invest in untraceable assets, making it challenging to recover and repatriate the proceeds of their crimes. The imperative of repatriation. Repatriating fugitive economic offenders is crucial for several reasons. A. Restoring justice. Repatriation ensures that offenders face the legal consequences of their actions, promoting accountability and upholding the rule of law. It sends a strong message that economic crimes will not go unpunished, deterring potential offenders and safeguarding the integrity of financial systems. B. Recovering stolen assets. Repatriation allows for the recovery of stolen assets, which can be utilized to compensate victims, rebuild affected economies, and invest in development programs. The return of these illicit funds bolsters public trust, fosters economic stability, and facilitates the restoration of damaged financial institutions. C. International cooperation. Dealing with fugitive economic offenders requires international collaboration and cooperation between nations. By working together, countries can share intelligence, streamline legal processes, and strengthen extradition frameworks. Such cooperation enhances global efforts to combat economic crimes and promotes a united front against offenders seeking refuge across borders. Strengthening legal frameworks. To effectively repatriate fugitive economic offenders, it is crucial to strengthen legal frameworks and international cooperation. Extradition treaties. Governments should prioritize the establishment and enhancement of bilateral and multilateral extradition treaties, simplifying the legal process and eliminating jurisdictional hurdles. These treaties should include provisions for the extradition of economic offenders, ensuring that they cannot evade justice by exploiting legal technicalities. Asset recovery mechanisms. Countries should develop robust mechanisms for identifying, freezing, and recovering illicit assets stashed abroad. Strengthening international cooperation and sharing best practices in asset recovery will aid in the repatriation of stolen funds. Enhanced financial intelligence. Governments and financial institutions need to strengthen their efforts in monitoring and reporting suspicious financial activities. By improving financial intelligence systems, authorities can detect and prevent economic crimes, making it more difficult for offenders to abscond with their illicit gains. Conclusion: the repatriation of fugitive economic offenders is a critical imperative for the preservation of justice, the recovery of stolen assets, and the restoration of trust in financial systems. These offenders pose a significant threat to economies and societies, necessitating international cooperation, robust legal frameworks, and enhanced financial intelligence. By working together to streamline extradition processes, strengthen asset recovery mechanisms, and improve global cooperation, nations can take a decisive step toward combating economic crimes and ensuring that fugitive economic offenders face the consequences of their actions. Only through concerted efforts and a united front can we effectively address this pressing global challenge and safeguard the integrity of our financial systems.